Alright guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 2018 favorites video. So just a quick disclaimer, I know that a lot of these products weren't put out in 2018, but I sometimes get behind, especially on like makeup trends and stuff. So some of these are just products that I purchased in 2018 that really stood out to me, and there's also just stuff that I used a lot in 2018 even if I had it before then. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm just coming to you right now from my little editing station, and I'm just realizing that this 2018 favorites video is pretty long, and I think that it's just better to have kind of like shorter videos that are broken up more right now. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that I'm going to split this video into two parts. So this part will be the makeup, beauty products, and like home goods and books or whatever, like miscellaneous type thing. And then my second part of the video would be the clothing part. So stay tuned for that clothing video. I think this is going to be uploaded on a Wednesday, so you'll see the clothing part on Saturday. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that and that you watch it. I think this will just be better because it's not as long of a video. You don't have to sit down for as long of a period of time to watch it. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. So don't mind me, I'm gonna actually stand for this video because if I move back a little bit then the sun's not directly in my eyes and I still get some natural lighting. And if you ever hear a dog barking, that's just real. Alright, so first I'm going to start with beauty products and makeup. So the first thing that I loved and discovered this year, I don't think it was put out this year, I got it for my birthday I think, is this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So this stuff works like magic. It makes your under eyes just like, it completely covers them up. I put it on underneath my concealer, and I feel like this is something that you could even put like anywhere on your face. It's a little bit sticky, so it might not be super comfortable for everybody, but if you have any like spots or blemishes, or even if you just want like a little thin layer of this to put with your foundation so that it kind of looks more glowy, I think that would be really nice too. So this is kind of what it looks like. So I've been using this pretty much like all of 2018 and I absolutely love it. I couldn't recommend it enough. The next thing I loved, and I discovered this in Florida in March, I bought it, is this Makeup Revolution Champagne Liquid Highlighter. This like is, so it comes in this cute little bottle, like it comes with a dropper like this. So this is honestly something, I mostly use it as a highlight, but it could definitely be mixed in with foundation again to kind of achieve that like glowy finish. And they have it in so many different shades. I think they have like 8 different shades of it. So, and I bought it at Ulta in the States. I don't know if you can get it here, but yeah, it's super pigmented too, so you can definitely notice. The only thing I'd say is a downside to this is that as soon as you put it on your face, you have to blend it out right away, or else it's gonna look like it doesn't blend out super easily. So, but the pigmentation is definitely worth it. So the next thing that I bought in 2018, and I know it's been around for a long time and it's a lot of people's like holy grail bronzer, is the Butter Bronzer Foundation by Physicians Formula. I have this in, I think, the darkest shade, but honestly it's such a buildable bronzer and it goes on so like lightly and it blends out really nice that I don't think it's too dark for me, especially when I'm tanned like this right now. I'll use it. And one thing I absolutely love about this is that it smells exactly like sunscreen and coconuts and pineapple, which I think I mentioned in one of my other videos is like my favorite scent of all time. I love anything tropical. I love the taste of anything tropical, the smell of anything tropical. Just reminds me of being in a hot climate, so who wouldn't want that? The next thing, which I think got a lot of hype in 2018, is this Wonder Brow. I have not found any eyebrow makeup that is actually waterproof before. I know like a lot of companies claim that their stuff is waterproof, like Anastasia, their Dip Brow apparently is waterproof, which I think is just like BS. It's not waterproof. I've tried it before. I don't know, maybe it works for some people, maybe it's just not right with my skin tone, but this is the only thing that I've found that actually is waterproof, and I've tested it before. Like, I've gone swimming with it and it stayed like exactly in its place, and it actually comes with a lot of product. I think that the biggest downside is that they don't sell this in Canada and they don't ship to Canada. I had to ship it to our house in Florida, and I think it was like $50 for just this thing, but you actually get a decent amount of product and it's lasted me for a while. I pretty much only use this when I need something that's waterproof. I usually use like the ColourPop Dip Brow, just because I'm not going to use this since it's more expensive and I can't even get it here. I'm only going to use this when I actually need to. But I got this in the shade, I think it's the second darkest shade. I think it's in brunette, but I think next time I get it, I'm gonna get it in blonde. But I was watching like Nikki Tutorial's review on these, and she got a couple different shades, and the brunette looked pretty good on her, and she's blonde as well, but I think it's just too dark for me, but I'll still use it. Alright, so the next thing is this Annabelle Stay Sharp self-sharpening lip liner, and this is also waterproof. I've never really tested it, and I don't think I could ever really see myself going swimming with lipstick on. The only reason I really like the waterproof eyebrow makeup is because I don't have eyebrows when I naturally, I do have hairs, but they're so blonde naturally that you can barely see them. So when I'm going out, whatever, it doesn't matter, I never leave my house with my eyebrows on, because that's just one thing that I'll wear every single day. But so yeah, anyways, this is in the color Java, and just a really nice nude pink. I love nudie colors, so I have a million, but this one I just find stays really well, and I've even worn it all over my lips as just a matte lipstick before, and I think it looks really nice. So yeah, I've used this a lot this year. My sister found in the States, and they smell like cookie dough, they're cookie dough scented ones, which I think is so cool. And I just love these hair elastics. Anyways, I just think that they are really good for your hair because they don't really make your hair break or anything where your ponytail's sitting. And so yeah, I use hair elastics like these a lot, so I just thought it was kind of cool that they were cookie dough scented. It's been my favorite for probably 5 years now, but I had to mention it, is the Victoria's Secret Tease perfume, and that's because I literally don't use any other perfume. I wear this stuff every day. I never wear any other perfume. This is my holy grail perfume. It's gonna be for the rest of my life. And this thing has lasted me over a year, and it's not even halfway down, and I use it every single day. So it's super good. It's a fragrance mist, so it's not actually a perfume, but it still smells it still lasts all day. I don't feel like I have to reapply in the middle of the day or anything, and it's just my favorite scent of all time. My friend Tori actually introduced this to me in first year of university, and I seriously haven't stopped using it since. Alright, so the next thing is a skincare product. So this is, I don't know how to say it, Ole Henriksen skincare line. I have their cleanser and their toner, which I love too, but I just couldn't not put this moisturizer in my favorites video, because this stuff has saved my life with my newfound combination skin. My skin has become a lot more combination recently. My cheeks are still very dry, but my T-zone is very oily. So I've had a really hard time. I've been struggling with trying to find skincare that works for my skin now, and this skincare line has just freaking changed my life. I love this stuff. You can get it at Sephora, and I think for this, the cleanser and the toner, and you get a lot of products. It'll probably last me 4 months. I think it's $100, which is pretty good actually. So sorry, switching around locations a little bit. I didn't have time to finish filming the video before I went to work, so now finishing it now. Okay, so I got these brushes for Christmas actually. I didn't buy them myself. But these are called the Babe Faves eye brush set, and it comes with 15 eye brushes for 65 Canadian dollars, which is amazing. Especially the quality of these brushes. Morphe brushes are pretty popular. Pretty much every YouTube beauty guru I watch uses Morphe brushes, unless they have like their own line of brushes or something. And honestly, I just think that because I've kind of been more into makeup and just eyeshadow in general more lately, I find that I've been going and trying to do certain eye looks, but I haven't had the right brushes for it, or I just don't really have enough blending brushes, because sometimes with some looks you need more than one blending brush. So this comes with so many different brushes, like everything I could ever imagine I would need, and like multiple, I think there's like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 like different types of blending brushes. There's also like little detail brushes, which is super nice because I don't really have anything like that. These two here are kind of more smaller details. There's also like a flat edge brush, which I find really helpful. And yeah, I don't know, I just find like, because I'm not super experienced in makeup, I like that they have a set like this that you don't have to think too much about, like, because they have so many brushes on their website that you don't have to think too much about which ones you get, because you're just getting them all in a set. And yeah, I've seen these recommended by so many people, so I finally went ahead and asked for them for Christmas, and I do not regret them so far. And I think the last makeup product I'm going to talk about is, and I talked about this in one of my other videos as well, is the Becca, Chloe, and Malika Becca BFFs bronzer and highlighter set. So I think I said that, I don't know if this video, the other video that I filmed, will be posted yet or not, but I talked in that video about this, about how this highlighting shade comes really close and honestly could definitely win my heart for my #1 highlighter that I have. I have the Mary Luminizer I've had for about 4 years now, and it's like my staple piece. It's something I bring everywhere with me. I use it for everything. I've used it as like an eyeshadow, like I've used it as a metallic eyeshadow. I've used it for my brow bone. I use it for my inner corner, my highlight obviously. I use that shit for everything. I think I'm pretty sure I said that in the other video too, but this highlighter shade actually comes really close to knocking it out of first, and it maybe even does. And I just really like it because it's a super good formula. It builds really well without looking kind of muddy. So yeah, I really like this, and it's just like super cute packaging too. So the next thing I have here is the Sage Room Spray. I think they came out with this room spray a couple months ago, and it's the Peppermint Twist scent. So my sister got this for me for Christmas, and it smells so good. If anyone knows me, they know that like peppermint scented or flavored anything is my shit. I love that. I love, like, mint chocolate chip ice cream is my absolute favorite ice cream. It's my ride or die. So I really like the way that this smells, and it's not too perfumey. Like, it's just very refreshing, I guess. Like, it doesn't get, like, sometimes I have a problem with scents. If they're too strong, they give me a headache. But I don't find this with this at all. It's super nice, smells so good. So yeah, it's just like a room spray. You spray it anywhere. I spray it on my bed, like I spray it in the air, anywhere. The next thing I have is this Mario Badescu face spray. This is the aloe, chamomile, and lavender one. I've also used the green one. I think I'm not sure. I know it has aloe, but I'm not sure what else is in it. And I really like that one too. I ended up taking it down to Florida and leaving it there for when I'm there. And this one my cousin got me for Christmas. It's super refreshing. I use this before I go to bed. I use this when I wake up. I use this before I put my makeup on. Honestly, whenever. It's just super nice to just spray all over your face. And honestly, this came in handy. The green one came in handy in Florida when you get a burn because it has aloe in it. It's just super refreshing and makes your face feel super nice after it being a little bit too sun-kissed. So the next thing I have is this Pure Essential Oil Peppermint Oil, and this I got at the St. Norbert Farmers Market. I use this, I have a sage diffuser, so I use this all the time in my sage diffuser. It's just like, I know sage says that you're not really supposed to diffuse oils other than from sage in it, but I think that's just bullshit so that they get you to buy their own oils. But so I use this one because it's just cheaper than buying it at Sage, and honestly there's less than half the bottle left, and I probably got it 3 months ago because, like I said, peppermint is my favorite scent ever. And I just think it helps with a lot. Like, peppermint helps if you have headaches. I've heard it helps with menstrual cramps. I've heard it helps with anxiety and stuff like that. So this is definitely a go-to scent around in my room here. Alright, so the last home goods type item I have is this spiced cider candle. It's from Capri Blue. I don't know how to say it. It smells so good. My cousin got it for me for Christmas, and it literally smells like Christmas in a candle. And even though it's not Christmas anymore, I still use it all the time because it just smells so good. And honestly, I think that this is my favorite candle I've ever had. Nothing compares to it. And I've used it so much already, and it's barely made a dent. Like, it has really good burn time so far that I've noticed, at least. And it comes in a really cute container too, so I think it's like looks good in my room. Like, sometimes I get candles and I'm like, ugh, it smells so good, but it just looks so ugly in my room. But this is like the best of both worlds, so I couldn't recommend this enough. It's super good, especially if you guys like Christmassy scents. So another thing I have that my sister got me for Christmas are these marble coasters. I actually don't know where she got them from. She either got them from Winners or, I don't know, Chapters or Indigo or something. I'm not sure. But it comes in a set of 4, and they're so pretty. They match my room. I have kind of like goldy accents all over my room, white and stuff, so the marble and the little gold lines match perfectly. I'm always using coasters. I used to have these like really ugly like cardboard coasters, just because I don't want any of my furniture getting stained or anything. I want it to last for a while, and I often bring drinks in my room, so yeah, they're super cute. Alright guys, so I think that's going to conclude my 2018 favorites video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are still watching and made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Please like this video, and please comment below what you guys want to see in the future. It'll just help me come up with more ideas that will actually be nice for people to watch. Please subscribe to me if you haven't already subscribed, and turn on my post notifications so you can be notified every time I post. Thanks guys.